Good morning, good afternoon, and hello everybody. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? We have reached Thursday already. Can you believe we are slap bang in the middle of August? The year is flying over. And so is this week. It's been an exciting week. We've had loads of fun. Have you recovered from yesterday is the first question I need to ask you. I'm just about, I think, recovered. About 80% battery charged, I would say, after yesterday's chaos. But we've got another fantastic day lined up for you today. A little bit later on tonight, live at 5, we have got our craft vault. We have been given the keys. We will be opening it up, and there are some great deals coming your way. If you want to get a sneaky peek on those deals before everybody else, of course, don't forget you can shop the show on the website. Loads over on the website as well, which you might want to pay attention to. Things like the 10 for 10 on stamps. We've got a Christmas sale going, deals on soft craft. Have a little peruse, have a little browse, because there are loads of great deals there for you. We are kicking off today, though, with another launch. I feel like we have got launches galore currently, so do make sure you keep watching over the coming days, because loads of brand new goodies coming your way. And today's launch, I have a feeling, is going to be super popular. It's one that I felt the excitement for, you know, I felt the vibes, I felt the love for when we previewed it on things like Countdown to Launch. And today is the day that we're going to look through the window. Which window will it be, though? I wonder. No, it's a brand new Sheena collection, and if you haven't yet seen this, I have a funny feeling you are going to absolutely love the concept of this. And if budget allows, you will be going for the full collection. If not, there are loads and loads of options for you individually as well. Let's say hello to the lovely lady who is the other side of the studio, ready to inspire, delight, and just give you loads of inspiration when it comes to this brand new collection. It is the one and only Sheena Douglass. How are you? How's it going?
It's going great. I'm very excited because it's a big collection.
Yeah,
and it's
the
one that's been there and waiting for this day for quite some time.
Yeah.
And it's a good value collection. This is an all-year thing. So yeah, I'm hoping you like it.
I know you're going to go through the boards in just a second. What I love about this is the fact that it is literally looking through the window, and with one die, but multiple stamp sets, you've been able to create lots of different windows, haven't you?
That's it. That's where the design things comes in, because drawing the pictures, it's like, that's easy, drawing random pictures, but giving you value for money and something that you can have a framework that you can build on, that will save you money because of the build on element. That's where you got to do a bit of thinking, and I normally try to avoid that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
But I reluctantly did it for you, I thought. But that's it for the year. You're not getting any more thinking.
No.
That's it, I'm done.
All thinking quotas done.
I'm done.
Let's get the details up. I'll say a few of those, and then we'll look through all of the goodies with Sheena. So the Through the Window collection, here it is in its entirety. You will get your dies, you'll get your stamps, the embossing folders that come with it, which you'll see with Sheena in just a moment. $67.96 is the full price for the collection. That's your platinum price. $79.80 if you're shopping in the US and you are a platinum member. If you're brand new as well, don't forget, if you sign up to Club Inspire on the website, you're just looking for this little logo here, you will get 20% off your first order. So whether you go for the full collection or whether you go for individual items, that potentially is your only conundrum today. But let's have a look at the boards with Sheena, shall we? And take us through this concept and how it's going to work.
All right, no more lollygagging, I'm going for it. All right, here we go. So here it is. It's based around the dies, because dies, one thing kind of like saving you money, because the dies are where usually the cost is, right? So by having just one set of dies, that's a saving right there. That's,
brilliant.
So the window's where your investment's going to go, Ben. So what you've got is this really pretty arch window. Now that's size, so that's going to fit on a smaller format card as well as a larger format if you want to mat and layer it. And you'll see there's other ways you can expand that. As well as the window die, you've got your sign here. Now on each stamp set there's wording, and all the wording has been sized to fit on that little stamp set, that little plaque there. So that's going to carry you through all of the sets. You've got the corners. All these corners are to embellish your whole card. You can cut them up, but you could have a corner embellishment. So that's the foundation. But then you've got your embossing folders. Now these, you're going to be looking at that thinking, oh, that is such a worker worker embossing folder. That's what, if you like a bit grungy stuff, if you like a little bit of like steampunky things or men's cards or layering and texture, you're going to use that outside of this set, and it's such a good worker one. But that gives you texture behind your windows. It could be outside looking in and you're going to have a brick wall, you see. It could be just a bit of texture inside the window looking out. Then you've got your split kind of like with your rail there, with your paneling at the bottom, your striped wallpaper at the top, so it's starting to look like a living room decoration.
Yeah,
An old country home, like the Cooper Douglass Towers with the paneling, the secret passageways and everything.
Douglass Towers?
Yeah, so the West Wing, that's the secret hallways and passageways. And then we've got the old stone there, which is fabulous. So this is great for like the witchy type things or old cottagey kind of things. So they're the textured embossing folders. They're a good size. I think they're 5 by 5. I'm going to double check on that. I'm sure that's the size I said to do them. I'm going to double check for you. I'll tell you right now. They are. They're actually 6 by 6. I got it wrong. They're bigger than I thought. Yeah, brilliant. So even better. So they are a great size. Now that there is the foundation. And I thought, so Leanne was saying, what's your Christmas collection going to be? And I thought, that'll be a lovely Christmas collection, because with that, then you add your stamps, don't you? And then you add these stamps to that. So in here, within that, you're going to get the scene that sits within the window. So that sits behind the window. You've got your Christmas scene there. And then you've got your Santa's legs, which sit on the windowsill.
He's got his feet up.
He's got his feet up.
Yeah.
He's having his cocoa there, his marshmallows and his candy cane. Yeah, he's having a break. He's been busy, bless him. You've got the garland that goes and fits at the top of that archway of the window. And you've got all your wording that fits on that little plaque there. You've already got the plaque in that other set. And this is what you're going to make with this set. So that's what you're going to be able to do. Let me show you some samples of what you can do to that point.
It's just
there.
Magical.
Isn't that just stunning? Now, that there is what we're going to start off with. We're going to make that card. Now, I chose that card. Debbie's created this because it's an easy card to make. It looks stunning. You love that on my Facebook page. But it's about 4 pen colours. There's not a load of colouring in with that. It's quicker than you think, but it looks amazing. But look at that for an option. See those corners I said? You've got the leaves or you've got the scrolls. There's the garland at the top. You're going to colour it in with the poinsettias, with the baubles, get a bit of bling on it because it's Christmas, you're allowed. And then you can make it even bigger. Double swag. Look at that.
It's just so, like this particular scene and window, magical.
Isn't it magical?
It's just makes you feel all Christmassy in August.
Yeah, it just all comes together, doesn't it? You've got the whole thing there. It's getting, it's like, you've got the scene outside. It's cold out there. It's a frosty day, but it's toasty and warm, and it's just like, So that's Christmas. But then I thought, right, okay, we've got Christmas. You've got those foundations.
Yeah.
Let's add Halloween.
Oh, turn it into like a haunted house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So out the window, instead of looking at that Christmas scene, let's look at these little ghosties here. Ooh. Look at them, floating past the window.
Ghoulies.
Let's have this wording on that little plaque this time instead.
Yeah.
Woohoo, Halloween. Happy Halloween.
Boo.
Let's have the witch's feet sitting up onto the windowsill this time. There's that feet there coloured in, look. Or they can be hanging from the top of the things if she's sitting on the broom.
Yeah.
You've got the spider web, you've got the candle, you've got the pumpkin. And let me show you how that is going to translate now. So can you see where the value comes in? Because the stamps are more affordable. We paid for the dies, and now you're adding with your stamps. So you've got Christmas covered. You've got Halloween covered. This one reminds me of Hocus Pocus, I'm just going to say. One of my favourite ever films. Also Hocus Pocus, right? Just love Winifred, just saying.
Did they make more Hocus Pocus films?
They made a Hocus Pocus 2 last year.
Didn't see that.
Yeah, they're all in it.
Is it?
It's on Disney. SJP, Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, yeah.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker, and I can't remember the name of the other lady. But brilliant. The 3 originals are in it. Fantastic.
I might have to re-watch Hocus Pocus because I feel like I've seen it. Has it got a talking cat in it?
Yes. Yes. Fantastic film, love it. But that reminds me of that. But look, see how the stoneware comes in the background now. And there's that feet hanging at the top because she's like hovering. Our broom's there ready. She's got the autumn leaves. Look, this again. How an orange. You've got to feature the orange there because it's Halloween. And then you've got a different look there with the ghosts and the pumpkins.
So good. Such a cool concept.
They're cool. And then, oh, there, look, she's hanging there. There's the broom. Look, she's sitting on the broom. Can you see?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is brilliant.
Yeah, she's hovering at the top. She's sitting on the broom.
Almost like she's just flown in and she's about to land.
Yeah, she's flown in. She's hovering past there, ready to land. Yeah.
So good.
And then this one here again. There she is again. She's on the broom, hovering in the front. And the ghosts have broken out from the window. They've come into the
spooky mansion.
Room. How fun are they?
It is brilliant, this.
They're fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're fun. So that's Halloween covered. And then, next big occasion, we've got Easter. We've got that covered as well. We've got the really pretty Easter scene there. That's the little scene you're going to see through the window. You've got the wording that's going to fit in the plaque. You've got a different garland to go above that little swatch there, above the window. Little spring-type flowers. You've got the Easter basket, the eggs, and then this is how this is going to look for you. That's how that's going to translate. So now we've got Easter.
It's so amazing, isn't it, that one window brings you sort of magical, brings you sort of spooky, and now we've got like the beauty of springtime and Easter.
Spring and Easter, absolutely. Yeah. And it could just be a spring card, it could just be a birthday card. It doesn't have to be Easter because you've just got the scene through there, and you've got the little garland there. It doesn't have to have the eggs on there. It could just be a love card. But you see, you've got the different wallpaper, so it's very light and different colourways because it's spring and it's pastels. You've got the brickwork behind a smaller format card, so it doesn't have to be the larger format. And then finally you've got that one. You see the little use your Murray card for the embellishments there to give it a little bit of a bling. There's that little sign. See the little sign there? Mm-hmm. So all of this has been fit and squished to fit all the wording in those little the little plaques, and that little plaque will actually hang there in the middle of your window as well. As if it's just got a little pin there, and it'll hang in the centre if you want to hang it there also.
Beautiful.
So then there's Easter. But then, last thing was just mentioned was just the general celebration, birthday, congratulations, any just occasion. So it's just that kind of occasion, a well done, whatever. Because this here is just a joyous celebration image, isn't it? So you're looking through the window, you've got happy times ahead, sunny skies, rainbow, and the balloons. And then all of the wording that there. The outlook's great. So that could just be somebody who just wants picking up, just wants cheering up. And then you've got your celebrate, your birthdays, all of those things. You've got your bottle of bubbly, you've got your gift, your bunting. I love a bit of bunting, me.
Oh, I love bunting.
I love a bit of bunting.
Yeah.
And of course, all these are dies as well. All the dies are there to bring it to 3D. You don't have to cut them out. They're all 3D. And then this is the final look that you're going to get with these cards here. Look at that. So get your glittery card, your card pack, your luxury card packs in there, your balloons, a little bit of simple colouring in there. But look at how this looks behind. How fab is that? And then you've got your brick behind there. So male, female, just change the colours. Change it. Young, old, the primary colours, great for toddlers as well. You know, a little one's birthday party. Maybe not put the bottle on for the toddler. We'll take that one out. Yeah. You know,
here you go, little Johnny.
It's appropriate, Ben.
Champers for your second birthday.
Absolutely, you don't want to be putting that one on there. Yeah, definitely not. So we'll just put that, and then you've got everything covered, and that is going to take you through your and we've got more samples we can show you as we move through the show. But hopefully that's given you the overview of the value. One collection going to take you through the whole year.
And I think it's so clever, the concept that you've got that one die set, and as Sheena's shown you, that you've got, you embossing folders to work in with that, but then all of the different stamps for all of the different celebrations and seasons that you use with the one die set, hence allowing you to have a price here which is much more affordable than it could have been. So £67.96 or £79.80. If you do want to go for them individually, shop the show, you'll see all of those options available there. Let's say a few hellos. I'll say hello, but also please keep commenting. A, I want to know what you're shopping for. Have you gone for the full collection? Are you going for individuals? And also B, did I say 1B? 2? Okay. And B, please ask questions if you've got any, because of course when Sheena's in, we need to make use of her knowledge and ideas. And if there's anything particular that you want to see, please ask away. Jan's on the socials today. Gaz is with us, your mate Gaz. Hi Sheena. Ben, all the awesome crew Jan, the social superstar, and all my crafty friends. Hello, Gaz. Hello also to Colin Passardi, who says hello, Sheena and Ben. Lozzie Lingar says hi, everyone, from a break in the rain in a not-so-sunny Donny in UK. Have a wonderful show. Hello to all Doncastrians. Doncastrians. Hi to Laurie Barnett, who joins us from Gilbert, Arizona. Hello, Gilbert. Hello also to Texas. Robin Lane is there, and Michelle Harris joins us. She says, I like this collection already. Are you loving this collection at home? Let me know, please. Just Rochelle says, good morning from Florida. And Lois joins us from Ohio. Hi to Sandy Borek, from Smock, PA. Smock, PA. And Pat says, hello from New Jersey. Carolyn Cooey joins us saying, good morning. Just in time to see the beginning of the show. And someone called Maria Cooper says, hello, everyone. Willow and I are in the CTV house. In the house. Let's have some fun. Yes. I wonder if there'll be any Willow sightings today.
Well,
We shall see. It'd be nice to get her in here because she's obviously outside currently in the van, being a little bit of a wriggle bum. So we'll get her in here later on, hopefully.
That's definitely her. Oh, she's so cute. It's just, she can't stop. It's just like perpetual motion when she sees it. She's a happy little thing. Yeah. She also the same once they get going. It's like they can't stop. Yeah. Let me explain the window, Dan. Let's cut this one out to start
let's
with,
go.
then, shall we? So it's in bits, which makes it really more user-friendly because you can layer it up. So the first bit is in just the frame like this. So let me show you how this one, we'll cut this bit out solo. So if you want to layer just the outside frame, I'm going to cut this like this and let you see how this works. And then I'll show you, we'll put the middle bits in. So we'll pop that there. And I'm using just craft cut here so you can see how that works. Pop it through. And I'm using the, it all fit, even that 6x6 folder just fits in the smaller mats. So if you've got the smaller machine, smaller format, you'll be fine with that.
Yep.
So if you want to just use the outside, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the solid like this. Now that is what I need to cut out. You know the picture that comes behind your window, you know, the picture stamps. That's what we're going to use, just that frame shortly, because all those stamps that, you know, the images that are going to sit behind the window, that's what we need to sit behind that frame, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's how you do them. But if you want to cut your detailed frame out, what you're going to do is you're going to put that guy down there, and then you're going to put these set bits in here inside. See?
Okay.
And like that, like this, and tape them down. So see how that's been thought through? So that it makes it so much more usable for you. And then all you're going to do is tape that down, run it through, and what you're going to get, now just to save time, because there's so much we need to do.
Absolutely.
That is what you'll get then.
Gotcha.
Come out like that. That makes, yeah, it's just a, it doesn't look, it's simple, but it's huge in application. It makes it so much easier to use. So that we're going to come back to in a minute, because what I'm going to do is we're going to, when we come to stamping that seam that goes behind the window, will come out. And all of these here, so what I would be doing, every time you cut something out, whether it's the feet, like this, I've already gone ahead and cut some bits out so that you can come back. If there's a spare bit on your bit of cord somewhere, cut these little guys out. So cut some of these out, stamp them, cut them out. Just always run some of these through so that you've got a bank of those, and put them in a box so you've got loads of corners ready, like even coloured bits of cord like this. So you've got all these little extra little embellishments ready to go, so that you're not like running through one at a time. Yeah? Yeah. Batch cut whenever you can. So I'm going to pop that to one side there, and then we're going to get a bit inky because it's already been too long.
You getting inky?
As if. As if that's going to
happen.
As if. Hey? As if, Ben. So let me pop that there. Now, we've got the background to do. So can you see this background here on this card? We've got this gorgeous background. So you can do either the emboss or deboss. So on this one, we've got the embossed side, so the bricks look like they're coming out, On this one, we're going to use the deboss side, but going to start exactly the same. So we're going to take the stone wall, embossing folder, and I've just got the multi-purpose card here because that's going to work fine for this application. And I'm going to pop the bit of card. Actually, no, let's ink it first. I'm going to ink it first. Get some colour on this. Now, we've got some great inks on the show bed.
We do.
And they're good colours for this stone wall.
We've got your star by on your water reactives, which we can go through in just a bit.
Which are perfect, which are fabulous for this. I'm going to pick some, I'm going to put a bit of spring meadow in there. I want some greeny colour in there.
Yep.
I might actually, do you want to, should I bring all the colours in on the overhead so you can see what they are?
Yeah, if you like.
Should we do that? We might as well. I might not get them all in the overhead in one. This might be a challenge here. Might be a challenge. Might be a challenge, but can we get a couple more?
It's like that magic trick when they start producing all the bottles.
Yeah, really,
there we go. Look at all these ink pads.
That's it. That's what you get in there. All of those. So you've got some really bright colours in there.
Yeah.
And you've got quite a few good muted colours. So for this set, it works really nicely because I've got my bright colours I'm going to use in my aqua pens. But for the stone wall bit, I'm going to use Twilight Grey. I'm going to probably use the black. So Twilight Grey and black is going to come into the mix. I'm going to use some green topaz because I want it to look a bit like it's got a bit moss and like, you know, it's a witchy one, isn't it? It kind of wants a bit of that. I could even use a little bit of spring meadow on there.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, you know, get it a little bit like, you know, you could possibly even pop a little bit of damson wine in. Why not? I know it sounds a little bit like you're having a laugh, but no, I think we could do that. That's for that one. I've just remembered we're not even doing that one, we're doing this one. Oh, seriously. Oh
yeah,
on.
so now, yeah, go back.
Bear with. They're the ones, when we come to it, can you see that?
Oh, so we're doing Santa first, Halloween next.
That's what I'd be doing with that one.
Yeah, that makes sense
That's what
now.
I'd be doing with that one.
Yeah.
None of them are going to feature in that, Sheena. What a flippity gibbet I am.
What are you like?
What am I like?
Hey?
For that one, it's only one colour and it's Twilight Grey. Hey, I could have saved myself all that bother, Ben. But you got to see all the ink pads and you got to know the ones we're going to use for the next one.
Yes.
That's the difference. All right, so we're going to come back to the folder and we're going to pop that through and emboss that and then go ahead and ink this up. So I am going to just emboss it first. I am. I'm going to emboss it first. I am.
To emboss or not to emboss?
I'm embossing it
the
first.
Question.
And all I'm going to do is take my two outside mats, pop it in there, pop that on there, and then just run it through.
So the folders are 6x6. Thea's just asking the size of the cards that you're making then, so slightly bigger
You can cut them down, Ben. You can make them bigger, matte and layer them.
Yeah.
I made them so that they're big enough to have a space around those windows, but you can crop them down a little bit more if you want them a little bit more, less room around them. And then, you see, you've got that cool...
Lovely.
Effect there. So, let me pop them to one side. And then we're going to ink this up. So I'm going to take the Twilight Grey. Now, it might be a little bit darker than I want it to be. So what I've got in here, I've got some glycerin in a pipette. And I'll just pop that there. And I'm going to take my tool here, my blending tool.
Okay.
And I'm going to take some of the ink. And it's kind of a browny, kind of neutral colour I'm going for here. So I'm just going to take some of that with the glycerin. Okay. And if you're not sure what it's like, try it on a little bit of scrap first. So I might do that. Can you see it's much lighter with the glycerin on it? And what it's going to do, it's just going to catch more of that raised area. Okay. It'll still catch a little bit of that dot, you know, the brick inside, and it'll take the white off that stark white background, but it makes it look much more like a stony kind of colour. Rather than that just white card. But the glycerin is the way to go, for sure. If your ink's a little bit darker than you want it to be, pop that little bit of glycerin on there.
Absolutely. Just to say, whilst we're watching Sheena apply, very, very busy for this already. I'm not surprised. I know Gaz has ordered, he's just told me. Emma Thrower has just ordered the collection. Sarah Thompson got up early to watch the launch and bought this before heading to work. And lots of positive comments coming through, Sheena. These are amazing, says Laurie. Michelle says, such a fun collection. So many possibilities, and I think that's the point, isn't it? The possibilities that you've got with this, the craftability that you've got with it as well. That window does open up.
Yeah, thank you.
Huge amount of possibilities.
I think, you know, as crafters, you see the value in it. You think, aha, yeah, I get that, how this is going to, you know...
And this is a prime example, and I always think of D. Rob when I say this, because Debbie Robinson will always sort of say, oh, you know, I'll always look at a collection and see, is it a one-trick pony? If it is, I don't want it. We want collections that have possibilities, and this one certainly has many.
Absolutely, Ben, and that's what I'm thinking of, is that, you know, when I'm designing, is what I would invest in, because I don't want something that I'm going to be over in, like, you know, I've done it like 2 cards, it's like, well, that's it then, I've done with that one.
Yeah, put that
you know,
away.
It's not challenging me anymore, and I've, like, peaked. So, you know, on to the next. It's like, well, OK, where do you go there? With this one, you're going to be using it all year, and all the different mixing and matching you can do. Now, what I need to do is trim that down, because it's going to be, it looks messy at the minute, so you definitely need to trim it down to the right size for sure.
Yeah.
So just do that. Because it'll make a huge difference once you get all the excess edges off. It's always better to start larger, then trim it to the square afterwards, and then you can go ahead and ink it further around the outside if you want. But start off with less. You can always put more on. That's slightly a little bit grayer than the one that Debbie used, but if you want a warmer ink, then that's fine. You just go ahead and do that. Now that is going to go and sit on there like that, and that'll be the base layer. Nice. But you see how quick that was?
Yeah.
Easy. Dead easy. Of course, if I hadn't like gone through a whole phase of like giving you all the ink colours for another card, you know, and another little diversion, and that's the start of the day, Ben.
Yeah.
Doesn't bode well, does it? So that's the first stage. So I'm going to stick that down, yeah. And then we can get a little bit of embellishment going on there, and then we'll get to the next stage. So, well, I'll stick that down. Is there anything for you more interesting to talk about?
We've got loads of comments. And I would say as well, Anne, I mean, your comment's great. You're saying you could also make cards looking into the house too, couldn't you? You could, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We've got other stamp sets which have scenes. So I always think of the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, one of my favourites. So, yes, if you've got stamp sets that you can fit behind the window, absolutely. The possibilities, again, are endless. Looking in or looking out. Diane Young joins us saying, good morning. I love this collection. It will be really fun to make. Sandy Borick saying the concept is brilliant. Really cool this, says Pat Demarest, and a very useful collection. Thank you to Laurie, who says this is amazing. And Anne Gray joins us from Adelaide in Australia, saying a thunderstorm raging at the moment. So I hope the power stays on, but I do love this collection. And Jane says, got the collection. You could use the draw the line techniques with the window scene.
Oh, absolutely.
Another fantastic
that would be gorgeous.
Collection. That would be
See
great.
how useful that window is. You just take it out. This is the best stuff. The folders you can use, just take them out the collection, use them with all the other stuff. The window is just a work at eye, isn't it?
It's a window of opportunity.
Oh, Ben. Oh, that was one of your finest ones, that was. That was a good one, actually. I've got to give it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to give it to you.
But again, it shows you how brilliant this collection is, because, you know, if you're someone like me and you're getting this, then obviously you're using all of the components together, because, you know, I can make cards, but I find it very hard to be creative and think out of the box. Well, this is great because you've got all of these different scenes within this collection. But if you're, you know, someone who has got creativity and you've got ideas, which I know a lot of you have who are watching, then yeah, you're already coming up with ideas, different ways that you can use it, and saying, well, I can create a scene looking in. Yes, you can. You know, Jane there saying, well, do the draw the line, create your own scenes that way. Yes, of course you can. You can create your own scenes and then use the window on top of that. So yes, the collection on its own is full of possibilities and full of ideas, but then you can take it to other places, Sheena, can't you? Wherever your imagination goes.
Absolutely, and they're the value for money sets. Absolutely value for money sets, Ben.
Hi, Ben and Sheena, says Emma. I'm watching whilst on our way back from Sheffield after watching Gladiators. And I couldn't miss a Sheena launch. Was it good, Emma? I bet it was a long day. I've heard that those filming days are quite long. Catherine says, hi, Ben and Sheena. Looking forward to this collection. And Sissy says, batch cutting and colouring is my go-to any night I have trouble sleeping, which sadly is often. Wendy Graham says, you could add acetate behind the window, add faux snow or glitter for snow for the Christmas window and make it a shaker card.
Absolutely, because you know that's solid, this here, that there, cut that out with your acetate, sit that behind that bit, right, and then put your scene behind that, and it looks like you've got a glazed window. Double glazing.
Double glazing,
yeah. Can I interest you in a bit of double glazing?
No, I'm all right, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
not today, thank you.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
shut the door. What, if Sheena was selling double glazing? Oh, yeah, shut the door.
Can't believe it.
I tend to see, I can see out of my front room quite easily, like people walking towards the front door, and so I just tend to hide a lot of the time. If I see they've like looking for money or something, I tend to just hide. Lynn says, hi Ben, Sheena, the amazing team, the wonderful social superstar. I'm late to the show, but finally here. And Gaz, who's bought the collection, says, I'm loving all the ideas and just looking at it, you can do so much with it. Colleen says, wow, Sheena, I could watch you all day creating for all of us. You are a gift to all of us, says Colleen.
Aww.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Pat says, loving the collection. It's in my cart. I love the sizes and there is much versatility to this collection. I especially love the embossing folders too. Like you said, Sheena, these folders, again, work with so many other collections.
Loads. You know what? It's really, I've in the past, I've done shows before with Crafter's Companion many years ago where it's just been folders, texture folders.
Yeah.
And you've loved them and, you know, just the folders, but to have 3 great texture folders within this set and then that window, again, bonus, but to have 4 great stamps that you can use the images alone as well, which are, you know, it's all good. I think I might have done okay with this one.
I think you have.
I might have done all right.
Not too bad.
Yeah. So we've got the base card there, and then what you're going to do is you're going to stick these really cute. Look how pretty those little vines are going to look.
Yes.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So then you're going to want your little tiny, you know, this little the fine applicator glue. I love these. I have lots of these in the house.
They're very handy, aren't they?
Oh, you know what? It's my go-to application. This with tacky glue, I'll be lost without this combination.
Yeah.
Tacky glue in that little fine applicator, brilliant, because it just does the job. It does the job great. So that's the next thing. Now that, I'm going to do this, if that's all right, Ben. We may as well make the card, because I don't think it's going to take that long.
We've got time.
I think we'll do it in real time. I think if we can get this one done, it would be nice to get the Halloween one done, wouldn't it? If we can get the Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah.
In this show, let's aim for that.
Yeah, and listen, you know, it's Craft Vault later, but you know, if you want to see more of this, you know, it'd be lovely in a way, wouldn't it, if we could do a window for each across the 2 shows.
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's such value. It's so versatile, this set. There's so much to do in this that it would be, you know, good to see all the.
And I think, you know, we add that value as well, as I always say, because I always blow our trumpet here at Crafters TV. You buy the collection, but then we want to send you away with the inspiration. We want to send you away with the ideas, and particularly again, if you are fairly new, how lovely to be able to go home and go, well, I've got the collection. Sheena made 4 projects. I'm going to recreate those.
Absolutely.
And you're more than welcome to do that, of course.
Yeah, and then of course on the inkette, Sheena's inkettes.
Oh yes.
All the team's cards are there. So Debbie's cards, Lisa's cards, all the team's cards are there. So you can just go and look at them anytime. They'll be in a folder.
Yeah.
They'll be already in a folder, and so they're there next year, the year after that. So if you have a break from this collection, put it away for, you know, a couple of years and come back, you just go to that folder, and all the inspiration's still there.
Can you, just for Paul Peterson, thank you for your question, Paul, says, Sheena, can you explain the little white eyelet border that you just did?
Yeah, really easy. It's just little loops. It's so easy to do. So all you're going to do is get your white pen. I love this pen. So this is the pen that I put together with the gouache, you know, in the Bella Luna collection.
Yeah.
And it also came with a sketch pack.
Sketch pack, yeah.
Now and again, it crops up. We were talking with Leanne, and she was talking about bringing it out as a core product.
Is it in the Academy of Colour as well, I want to say?
I think it is, the Academy of Colour. So all you're going to do is when you've got your border, you draw the line along, and all you're going to do, and now my loops are really messy. You don't have to spend ages doing perfect loops. I didn't. and it looks a bit like broderie on glaze.
Yeah,
it just
okay.
finishes it off pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be perfectly spaced. Mine was speed loops, but it still looks nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like, you know, I didn't want to spend ages because I knew there was lots to show you doing the loop. So, like I say, that was a little bit like a speedy operation,
loop.
that one. Loop the loop,
We also think, producer Nick thinks, Paul, that it is in the acrylic paint markers essentials pack as well, that white marker. White, black, is there a goldy one and a silvery one? So have a look. Essentials acrylic paint markers.
So isn't that just fab backgrounds?
Yeah.
So what you can do as well, if you're batch making, you could make a series of these backgrounds. If you like that colour combination, like that background, you can make that background, but then you could put the spring element on or the Easter element on there. You could mix and match them if you just just cut all the elements out before you stick them down. Get your phone out and click. And just make, do that overhead thing before you stick them. So the next thing we're going to do though is we're going to take the picture from the this set.
Yep.
And we'll stamp it and colour it.
Nice.
But for this, what I want to use is a lighter ink because I want this to look like it's in the distance, right? It's in the background, yeah. So I'm going to use the Flagstone ink, and I'm going to go for the Rocker Block. I always go for Rocker Block as my first choice, first port of call. If it doesn't stamp great with my Rocker Block, if I'm having trouble, then I will go to my magnetic repositionable.
We've got that on the show as well if you want that.
That's my dream combination.
Yeah.
A Rocker Block, extra large Rocker Block, repositionable, magnetic. Boom, sorted. I'm a happy camper. That's me happy.
Happy camper.
Happy camper. Now this might be dark because it is quite a new ink pad and it is quite dark. So when I stamp it, it is quite dark. So you could always try second generation stamping it and seeing what you get. Too pale. Yeah. So it's you could work with that if you're really quite good at colouring. That would actually probably work quite well. We could actually probably use that. Shall we use that?
Yeah.
Shall we do it?
Do it.
I'm going to do it. Let's do that and be a bit more arty with it. Let's try it. Right, so what I was going to say with this here, it's really limited in the colours that it's using, all right? We're using about 4 colours. So I'm going to pick out maybe marine or peacock blue. I'm not sure yet because I'm going to try them out. So I'm using my aquas. You can use whatever you want. Oh, that looks great straight away. Peacock blue looks like a winner of the chicken dinner.
Winner of the chicken dinner variety.
Variety, yes. So I think I use, well, either of them, look, they're both gorgeous. Either one would look fab. Let's just use the first one. I think we'll use marine. Woo.
I love the fact in the card there you've got Santa in his blue suit. It's almost like he's in his pyjamas.
Yeah, exactly.
Christmas Eve delivery's done.
That's it, it's done. He's having a break now.
Yeah, feet up.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to use now is a cool green.
Okay.
So that's a nice cool green, that one there. This is the verdant green.
Okay.
And I'm just looking to see if there was another one of them because that one looks like it's been well used, that one. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. It's a bit newer. And then I'm going to use a darker green, maybe fern. Sounds like a good option. Yeah, fern. Or, you know what? I'm not going to use fern. I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to use a paler one.
Decisions.
Mind. I know what I'm using.
Yeah.
Green. Right, that's it. I've definitely decided then. And the brown I'm going to use is going to be either chestnut or bark. Let's have a look. Nope, chestnut's too red. But this is what you're going to do. So
have a play.
This is when you're looking at the samples online. You can. This is the process you're going to go through to work out what colour you want to use. So you really do need your colour chart. Can you see? I haven't got my colour chart with me. Oh, you absolutely need your colour chart. Oh, me without it is. You know what? This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, me without a colour chart is painful. This is why I have a it is. It's painful for me. It's terrible because I literally could just pick this up and go with it if I had my colour chart. Right, so because I want to limit it to just few colours as possible, look at that. To see how far we get with that. Let's do the sky on this with this blue. So let's just scribble that like that. And it's really dark, but I want it much paler. So I'm going to add quite a bit of water, and I'm probably going to go over that, over this, and I'm going to start right up here because I want to leave myself plenty of room to cut out that window shape, yeah? So make it bigger than it's going to end up. So darker at the top, and then we come out lighter around here.
Yeah.
And then towards this cottage.
2 more collections gone just whilst you're colouring. Natalie's ordered the collection. She says, I couldn't help, it's beautiful. And Alexandra says, hi all, having spent too much yesterday, I've had to cherry pick today. I got the die set, 1 stamp set and 1 of the folders, but I think I may have to go back for the other 2 folders. It's up to you folks. We appreciate you did spend a lot yesterday, but as we said, you've got the options. So if you do want to cherry pick, obviously the one thing you will need is the window die set, and then choose from there. Maybe get 1 of the embossing folders and then 1 particular scene. Maybe you're thinking more Halloween at the moment. We launch all of our spooky sets next week, so that might be a nice one to go for if you're thinking in that sort of mode. But then certainly it's Christmas then after that, isn't it? So maybe Halloween and Christmas first, potentially.
Absolutely. Well, that's the beauty of it. You know, you can buy appropriately, can't you?
Yeah, something for every budget, Sheena.
Absolutely. And that's what I like to do because, you know, I am that crafter. I'm thinking about, you know, where I would invest, where my money would go.
Yeah.
You know, what I would think would be the value for me. So what I've done there, Ben, is I've used just that same blue for the sky and the snow at the bottom. And I'm going to use a little bit of this same blue around the top here of the snow on the house. Just where kind of give the impression of the eaves. Now, this would be easier for you if you have an ink pad just that little bit more ink on it than mine did. It would be easier to follow, but I'm giving it a little bit more myself more of a challenge, but so you can see, because I want the outside to look like it's outside. I'd rather have it too pale than too strong.
Yeah.
Because it is outside the window. So that would be the advice I would give you for the scene through the window. Less is better.
Yeah. Barbara's in, saying hello from Hopewell Junction, New York. I've just ordered the collection.
Yay.
I was waiting for this to debut. As I said earlier on, I feel like a lot of positive vibes from this one. When we previewed it on Countdown to Launch and other shows, I feel like a lot of you have been excited for this. Penny Lowe saying this is a great set, so many ideas. Lisa Beecham, love this card. Colours are just beautiful. And Jane Cahill saying, I love the blue. So different and striking. And Stephanie says, I could see this window with a springtime scene, Santa enjoying the warm weather and spring flowers. Why not?
Absolutely.
Santa, you know, it's springtime.
Absolutely.
He is there all year round. Because they did, what was the name of the guy who invented the Santa Claus books? Raymond Briggs did Santa Claus.
Raymond Briggs, yeah.
And there was the episode when he went on holiday, wasn't there?
Oh,
Santa
yes,
Claus was
that's
on the
right.
beach.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Santa and his swimming stuff.
Yeah, his swimming stuff. He had like a Hawaiian shirt and Bermuda shorts on. So why not do that? Have Santa Claus in the springtime. Absolutely. I love that idea.
That would be good fun. Yeah. You see, that's something different. That would is humour, and I like that because so much has been done for Christmas.
Yes.
So giving it a twist.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Yeah, brilliant idea. Right, so we've got that there. Can you see how it looks all ethereal and misty, and it looks distant, doesn't it?
Would your disappearing ink work well to get a softer background here? Paul's asking.
Absolutely, and that's almost what we've got here.
Yes.
That's exactly would be it. So you would just paint like I'm painting now, and you'd have virtually that same effect. Definitely. I love that ink. We need to do more stuff with that ink.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, love it.
The disappearing ink disappeared.
It just disappears, absolutely.
Yeah. We don't know where it's gone.
Yeah. So can you see how by using that ink that is as close to the disappearing ink as we can get, it gives it that look of 3D, of distance, of softer, out of focus, because when it's distant, it's going to be less focused.
Yeah.
fuzzier, kind of diffused, paler colours. And that's fine. It's just kind of an impression that you're giving, not sharp detail. And that's better. You're best off if you've got a choice of super sharp or, diffused. I would go diffused every time for sure. So I'm doing a little bit darker on the side of the chimney.
Yeah.
And a little bit lighter on the top. And it really is what we call like a loose impression of this house. But it doesn't matter because it's going to be through the window. That's what I want it to look like. Very, soft.
Yeah, soft in the distance, like you say.
Yeah.
It's on the horizon.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll get one of those greens in there now for the tree. That's very bluey. I may have to change the green I said. We have to change that up or mix it in with a little bit of brown. Yeah, a little bit of brown in there just helps it a little bit, just makes it a little bit earthier, less in your face. See, it's softer, just try to mix that little bit of that brown that was on the palette.
We're nearly an hour into the show. It's absolutely
kidding.
flown over.
Where does
We will
it
have to do a
go?
break at some point, Sheena, before...
What? Right, okay, let's do this
pause you in a
bow
minute.
quickly. Let's do the bow really quickly, Ben.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put this, so I'm just following where that came across there. And I'm drawing the darker bit in like this first. Can you see with the same brush? So the darker, and then I'm just going to start flicking like this with the brush.
Okay.
And this is so if you liked your watercolour fusion, can you see how it's kind of crossover here? Looks very much like the techniques you're using with your watercolour fusion.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what that kind of where you're going with this is giving that same kind of really pretty, soft look. And that's the look that is going to look prettier in this distance in the background here. And you've got that impression of the bow coming over. And then we just need a little bit of a darker colour in the windows. So I'm going to do a little impression, a little thing of the... And then what I can do, if we're nearly at the point where we need to have a little break, Ben,
Yeah.
I could cut this out, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And it's just going to be popping that little, the border around the outside for the window, yeah?
Perfect.
And then that, I'm probably going to not do too much more to that than that. Maybe pop a little bit of this darker colour here and just drop like that. And that would do it there. I think that would do there. And then I'll wipe this up.
Yep.
And that frame, let me get the frame out, show you where we'll do that. So that, I think if I cut that there.
Got you.
Boom.
Nice.
That'll work nicely, won't it?
We will have a short break because there's many of you with carts and baskets needing to be checked out. Some questions coming through as well, so we'll tackle those. But now is the time. You've got about 4 minutes to get your carts and baskets checked out. Get any questions that you want to ask in as well, and we will meet you back here very shortly indeed.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I get my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along, because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless they're coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes with the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Oh, make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobbymaker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White, you're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Hello, Vanessa Fuentes, who's joined us from Florida, and Rosalind Russell from Maryland. Thanks for checking out, everybody. I'm not surprised that you're buying this in your droves. Amanda Stockham says, afternoon, Ben and Sheena. Sorry I'm late, but I'm loving what I've seen so far, and in my favourite colour. Have I missed Bruce Forsyth, Ben? No, I haven't done any Brucey today, actually. But Amanda, it's nice to see you. Nice. You're welcome. Sheena's Deck the Hall stamps would look great behind these windows, says Rosalind. And Lynn says, I've just placed my order for the Through the Window collection and the Jingle All the Way. And a lot of people, Sheena, chatting about the fact they could use other collections with this. And also, I've seen this mentioned a lot. Lisa's just said, the stag from the Draw the Line would make a beautiful view through too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Options.
Bring in all the other stuff. The thing is because they're all mine, they're my style, so they're all going to mix and match. They're not going to look like they're out of they look wrong together. They're going to look right together. So definitely bring them in, and you're going to have completely unique ones. You can use the format and have different ones every year. You know, just bring in your different elements, for sure. Yeah, keep the suggestions coming.
Yeah,
definitely.
We love it.
We love that. We love the suggestions.
It must make you excited as well, in the fact that it's your concept, your idea, and people are so excited that they're already thinking what other things they can do.
That's great.
Shows you've come up with a great idea.
That's it, because that's when if it doesn't inspire you, then I've failed. Then if you're not like getting the cogs going.
No comments.
Yeah,
can
really,
you
no
imagine?
comment. Yeah, tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, carry on. Whoa. But if it's and that's it, and it's only as good as you want to play with it and you know what to do with it. So what I've done here is I've stuck that little scene on there, but it looks like a little very like little porcelain watercolour sort almost,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
it?
does.
And then I love the suggestion, the person who wrote in and said about the acetate.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, cut that piece of
Why not?
acetate. Imagine that's acetate, that's going to stick to that bit and then go over there. That would be fabulous, because then you could put little banks of snow like that on your window as well, couldn't you?
Yeah.
With the white glue, would be lovely. But what I've done is I've just put little bits. Now, I've done this super quick, and I know you can see a little bit of these, couple of those little bits of those 3D pads on there.
It's fine.
But that's just time for trying to get, so we can move on to the Halloween one as well. So take your time, do a better job on that bit than me, because all those bits make a difference to your finished cards.
Yeah.
So, but that's there for you. Now, the next bit to finish this is really quick. I've already got them done. So what's going to happen is Santa's feet are going to go like that, because he's just lounging like that.
Yeah.
And this garland's going to go up there, and it's going to be shaped. It's going to be coloured really quickly like this.
Yeah.
The cup's going to sit on there like this. We're going to colour that and see how I'm shaping it, bending it. And then that's going to go, and then this here, you can either hang it there like that in the middle, so it looks like in the middle of that there.
Yeah.
Or you can hang it as if it's coming out of the garland, or wherever you want. If you want to see more of the picture, you can do it there, wherever you want. But that's what we're going to colour in now quite quickly. Should we do that now?
Yeah.
Speed colouring.
Whilst you're colouring, Sandy just said, could you use your shader pens with this?
Shader pens. Which are the shader pens?
The ones with the quirky scenes, or the quirky houses.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes, the Sheena shaders, yes. Cool, my brain went completely then, yeah, Sheena
I'm like that, Sheena, don't worry about it.
What, yeah, nah,
Hey,
don't know
who?
what they're, no, it's not me you're talking about there. Yes, there, yeah, absolutely, definitely. You can, with shader pens can work as an underpainting for anything like that, yeah.
And Beverly Anna just saying, hi Ben and Sheena, I'm loving the show. Well, thank you, Beverly. Says, I absolutely love watching Sheena. I saw that you're using the Tricolour Aqua pens and the Finesse waterproof die pad. So when using those, what cardstock do I use?
Watercolours fab, that's the one, that's my go-to for if you want to do nice colouring like this. So what I've done is I've just popped the darker, so less water on your brush, and I'm using quite a large brush here, and I've gone around the outside of his leg with the darker colour, and then I've just dragged the lighter colour in the middle, and look at that's it coloured. And it looks like it's shaded, can you see?
Yeah.
So where the shadow is, they've got more ink and more intense colour. And then where there's a bit of a highlight at the front, you've got that little contour in there. And the same with the hat. So I'm going to do this bit here. So less water, more ink on the brush.
Yeah.
I'll paint that there. And I'll do that as if it's a crease and a fold. And I'll do that there a bit darker.
Got you.
Around underneath where the fur is. But then I'm cleaning the brush and just water, and I'm going to drag a little bit of colour just in the centre like that, and then it gives that a little highlight, so it looks like there's a highlight on his hat. How quick was that?
Really good.
Done. And then his boots going to be a similar thing. I'm going to scribble the colour like this. I'm going to pick up the colour, no water on the brush, it's damp, but there's no water in there. And I'm going to go around there, where there's the shading of where you see where I've given you that hatching, you see where the lines are?
Yeah.
That's telling you that's in shadow. So go across there, and where there's a little crease on his boots, we'll do that. Now, take the water off there and just give it a little bit of a circles to drag the colour out a little bit. Leave that highlight on, because that's where it's really shiny. And then we can do the same again on this bit, like that. So no water in this at the minute, just around like that, and across the crease, and then just a little bit of water on the brush, but damp brush, but no colour, and then drag that out. And then this little bit here, if you mix a little bit of blue and the brown, and then just do some little bits like this on the where the fur is.
Yeah.
You get like a neutral grey colour, and you've just still used those two colours, but look, now you've got shading on the fur.
Yeah.
And you are, if you want, you can put a little bit more of that blue on these boots and darken that bit there. Can you see how we've intensified the shadow there?
Yep.
Just by putting a bit of blue on there. And there's his legs ready to go on the picture.
Excellent. We can we can finish that off at the start of the next hour. But listen, if you want to grab the collection, pop it in your basket. More to come in part 2. and this is part 2. Welcome. Normally it's like a 4-minute break, isn't there? But no, we're straight into part 2 of launch day. If you have just joined us, welcome. What a launch it has been as well. Safe to say it has been a huge success. Many of you have gone for the Through the Window collection. I am not surprised. The idea is brilliant. The concept is amazing. The delivery of it, I think, is absolutely incredible. Gives you so many options within the collection itself. And as you guys have been chatting away in the comments about, it gives you lots of other options outside of all of the amazing stamps and embossing folders that Sheena's brought to you within this collection. We'll finish off the project that Sheena was working on in that first hour in just a second. And also, for those of you that have just joined, after we've done that, maybe we can take a look through the boards again with Sheena so that we can see exactly what you're going to be getting. But it's that main collection which most people are going for. You're making the saving on the launch day as well, which is incredible. You know, you think anything else launches, you're going to pay full price on launch day. Not with us, no. We're going to give you almost a £15, over $20 saving on the launch, and you're still going to get your club inspired discount as well. So if you're platinum, which we know the majority of you are, £67.96 or $79.80 is the price on this. Should we just quickly finish up that card and then we can go through it all again?
It's going to be really quick, Ben.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm going to take this blue and we'll colour this little mug in here. So I'm going to take and just do the darker blue at each side of one of the stripes and try and make sure it's the same stripe on each side, and then join them up. So just dark at each side and then just water, and then it'll create a kind of a highlight in the middle. Yeah. Like that. And if you want to create like a shadow at the edge, you know, when we mix the brown and the blue together, you can just do that at the side of the mug and it gives it like a contour, and then underneath where the cream and the marshmallow is. And then a little bit more brown for the little highlight on the cream bit. And the same on the mug. And then we can pop a little bit of give it a little of the candy cane. We'll make that the green little stripe. And that's the mug ready. Perfect. And then we've just got this little guy here to do. So again, we'll just speed colour. Now this is going to be the one that takes a little bit longer, but we'll go as quick as we can and literally let's see how quick we can make it. Well, whilst you're colouring, Maria's appreciating the Sheena speed painting. Yeah, maybe maybe a new sport for that event in 4 years' time. Speed painting. Yeah. They did breakdancing, didn't they, this year? Oh, so, yeah. Some of them that they put on Facebook, though. Yikes. Eek. I'm so excited for this collection, says Pauline Matkins. I've already planned a Christmas card with the window cut into the front and a fireplace inside with the reveal wheel to change what is coming down the chimney. I love that idea, Pauline. Cool. And this die set is perfect for that, you say. Michael Adams, hello Michael, says puffy snow would look good on the window frame. Yes, puff it up, absolutely do that. Yes, puffy snow, perfect. Yeah, it would look great. Lynn Harvey says, beautiful card, I love this Christmas set. And Stephanie says, I was supposed to be good for the rest of the week. I guess now I will be on hubby's naughty list. Well, you've got to do you, haven't you, really? You've got to do you. Yeah. Keep the comments coming through. Let me know if you have jumped in and gone for the full collection, or if you've just picked and chosen which scenes have you gone for. But do let us know, and do keep shopping as well. As I said, it's very, very busy, particularly for the main collection today. If you have just joined us too, Sheena up later on too. We're going to be in the Craft Vault tonight, live at 5, where we've got loads of great deals. And also, I would imagine we'll probably be having another look at this, to be honest with you, because it has been so popular. The aim is to try and get a scene from each of the windows, Sheena, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I think we'll go for that, Ben. I think we could do that. Yeah, I think so. That would be a good, fun thing to do. So what I'm doing is I'm simplifying this as much as possible. I'm just splodging some blue on here and not even trying to paint petals. I've done a little bit darker in the centre. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to see just how far you can push it on ease of painting. And yeah, now I'm just going to go and pick out some darker green here and there, and not even that specific on which leaves are going to be that darker green, just whatever catches the brush almost. But that, I think, you know, we can get away with that. That does the job. So imagine, you know, if you're making a few and you want to be quick with them, I think that would work. So let me dry this up now. Get that out of the way. And then bring the card in. I need some 3D gel. Here's the problem. This is where we're good. Oh, no. You know what? There's so much here. Got it. Got it. We're good. We're good.
That was quick.
We're good. And so this is what you want to do, is bend these. Give them some contour. Give them some movement.
Yeah.
Oh, we were good, Ben. We were good. I've got one that isn't moving.
Who's done that, you see?
Okay, I've got another one.
You need to leave a bit of the glue out of the end, don't you, so it doesn't get clogged. Not good housekeeping, that.
Got another one, Ben. Got another one. All right, so we'll pop his legs there. So he's got some 3Ds if he's leaning on the windowsill, as is his mug of wonderfulness.
Cool.
Got that there. And that just so it sits there. And then we've got to move this little thing as well, give that some contouring. Like that. And you can move these little bits up and down. And you know what? It looks so much better when you get the glitter on here as well.
Yes.
It's missing that at the minute, but we'll put a little bit on quickly.
Nice.
But can you see how quickly that card come together?
Yeah.
If we can do that, you know, together and explain it at the same time, that's not too bad, is it?
Not too
you know,
shabby.
considering the time we've taken. I don't know if I've got any colour on any of these. I'm just going to try and dirty up this little sign.
The colours that you've used, Stephanie's just saying the aqua colours, are they from Sheena's previous groupings? Because I was probably chatting, if mentioned earlier, it was just a random selection, wasn't it?
They were just a random, just random one, Ben.
Yeah.
They're just the collection that were in the this whole display I've just picked up here.
Yeah.
So they're you know, the standard colours, put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what you want to do is you're going to put some bling on there. So I've got some glitter glue. Where would it be there? So this is where it's now you're going to pop this on. You're going to let it dry. Put quite a bit on the baubles.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And on the fur around his boots and things. Let that dry. On the foam, on his the cream on his hot drink.
Yeah.
The fur there. And you are
good to go.
Good to go. Boom. There you go. Not bad at all in real time.
That is tremendous. Let's give you details of the full collection. Are we going to go straight into another demo, or do we want to look at? Should we do the? Okay. Look, we'll have a look at the boards, and then we will go into a spooky demonstration, which is nice because we are getting ready for next week, where from Tuesday we launch our spooky season here on Crafters TV. From Monday, I said Tuesday because I'm not here Monday. I know, yeah. So I don't know why I said that. It begins on Monday. The week begins on Monday for everybody else, apart from moi. But yes, Monday. Leanne and Sarah on Monday. On together. Look out. What, the first show? The second show, Leanne and Sarah, get it in your diary. Chaos. Fun chaos. Wendy says, the collection has just fallen into my basket. Vanessa says, Ben, I have gone for the full collection. I love everything Sheena. Marvellous news. And Wendy says, I found a great tool to make a moon. I use a round blending tool to make a perfect moon on my card from last week's craft along that you've done. So now my moons are great, says Wendy. Well, that is great news and good thinking. Lynn says the window can be used for so many projects. It can. You could even do various looking into a room view. Yeah, whether you're going in or out, whatever the season, whatever the occasion, I'm sure you have got multiple ideas and indeed multiple sort of scene stamps that you can use with the window to expand this collection even further. And Gaza just said, what a lovely card. Thank you so much, Sheena. Let's have a look at the collection with Sheena before we get on to the full demo. And Sheena, for people perhaps who missed the first hour, just to chat us around the whole sort of concept again.
Sure, absolutely, Ben. So, you know, when you're designing, you're thinking about cost as well as what you want to play with at the end of the day, because, you know, I'm designing as a crafter, as a card maker, not just as, you know, someone who draws. And I'm thinking about the end result, not just a pretty picture. So it's all based around the structure of a window. So this is the window where the die is going to carry the whole concept through. And the die is where the cost is. That's where the main cost is. So I have to be careful and frugal on the value and the impact I can give you with the window. So what I've given you is a good size arch window, big enough to fill a good size card. It's
Yeah.
not fill an 8x8 card with the layering and the folders that have come in the set as well. But it's also not too big that it won't fit on like a 5x5 card, so not a ridiculously large card. But in there, I've also given you all these edges, these decorative borders. To fit in with that. I've given you also this plaque, this name plaque, which will hang in the centre of your window there, or it'll hang anywhere on your card, but it's designed to kind of hang in there. And there's wording coming up, and all of the wording fits in the size of this plaque. So that's, oh, and also this window comes in this is separate, these panels here is separate from the outside, so it'll cut the outside shape for you as a solid. That'll become apparent when we start to play with it. So that's the die there. And then you've got 3 6x6 embossing folders, and they're just super usable embossing folders. And yeah, do you want to know how monotonous it is drawing bricks? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I was saying, Pink Floyd, it was going around my head
all
constantly.
in all,
it was just another brick
in the
wall.
Yeah.
Ben. It was. So yeah, that's your brick folder, but usable, great for men's cards, great for grungy cards. If you like texture and mixed media, perfect for mixed media layering. And then you've got your interior cards. So if you've got fireplaces, if you've got anything that you want to make it look like a living room, perfect. You've got your wood paneling base. And you can colour that in any way you want, just with the ink pads. And then you've got your stripy, traditional wallpaper at the top. I mean, how traditional, stately home can you get?
And then what do they call it? Like a
dado
rail, isn't it?
The dado rail around there.
Yeah.
Oh, they were huge for a while.
They were, weren't they?
But they're the back as well. Yeah, the back. Well, they are like stately home traditional, aren't they? It's just a thing that, that is like timeless. And then you've got the stone wall there, which is, again, it's one of those things to draw. It's like making those little things fit. I would not like to build a stone wall after drawing them.
No.
Whew, I tell you, respect.
Yeah.
Bad enough drawing them. But yeah, you've got your stone wall. So that, again, gives it another rustic look. So you've got 3 very different folders. And then you add your theme stamps.
Yes.
So you've seen Christmas, how that works. So the main elements, Santa's feet, the swatch, the garland there, the wreath thing there.
Swag.
The swag, that's the one I was thinking of. I was like, yeah, all the words wasn't coming, it wasn't, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Hey, what a flibbity gibbet. And then...
Talking gobbledygook over there, weren't you?
Oh yeah, hey, what am I like? and then you've got the little cup there in the corner, but all those main ones, fear not, you've got the dies to cut them out. I like that. Speedy Gonzalez, get them done, get them cut out. And the stamps obviously to correspond with that. This stamp here doesn't have that bit. That's the bit you cut out with your window, the outside frame. That so then goes in the background of your window. But then all the wording fits in that little window, the little plaque hanging that we saw on the window die. And then we come to Halloween. So Halloween has got, instead of looking at that little Christmas scene, you've got the ghost.
I love it.
Let me show you this quick card there. That's your Halloween. So ready for your Halloween lunch, look at that.
So cool.
How Halloween is
Spooky.
that? Look at the autumn leaves and the broom. The witch there just hanging up, it's just like floating up there at the window, that witchy ways. Look at the legs. She's got legs like me, that one. But yeah, brilliant. Love that. And then you've got all these elements cut out for you, which is fabulous. And just fun. I love the Halloween ones.
Yeah.
I just, that's what we're going to do next, by the way. And then we've got Easter covered as well. Different scene in the window. Very spring-like. Very just cutesy daffodils. You can't get any more spring-like than a daffodil, can you? And then all the elements here, your Easter basket, your eggs, your little spring flower motif there, and all of the appropriate stamps and dies to go with that. And then, what about covering just celebrations and birthdays, anything? So a generic happy scene, blue skies, rainbows, balloons. So any congratulations, happy birthday, retirement just for you, or the
Any celebrations,
great.
isn't it?
Yeah, it looks great, and a bit of bunting, you can't go wrong. So you then build your own scene up with that one. So we've got the year covered, haven't we?
We have within the bundle, and then as you guys have been suggesting, adding in other sort of ideas and other techniques and the stamp sets that you've got the year and more covered off. The folders are 2D folders, aren't they?
The folders are 2D. Would you like to see some samples as well, Ben?
Yeah, we will. Just to say hi to Colleen, who says, "Wicked, Sheena, wicked. I'm on my exercise bike at home whilst watching you create. I love the fact that you're exercising and getting all the creative ideas as well." And Michelle's got a lot of love for those embossing folders. She's just saying she loves those. Sarah just saying, I need to invest in more aqua pens. Have a look on the website. I know we've got aqua blend pencils on this show, not aqua pens per se, but do have a look. I'm sure there'll be some good deals floating around. Let's have a look then at some finished samples with Sheena, and then we'll get into the second demo where we are going to be looking at that spooky theme. We're going to be going into that haunted house. Going to be looking at the
Right, I'll just do a speedy one on the overhead, just so you can just see it, like a gallery.
Okay.
Right, we'll just go like as if it's a rotating gallery. That's one we've just done. Ba, ba, ba.
Vision on.
Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Shh, betty, do, do, do. And then, so we've got the Christmas, as you can see, we're just continuing with the Christmas theme here.
Yeah.
Smaller format, it'd be a more simple colouring scheme. Whatever is
nice.
your style, if you want to. Oh, he's got his, look,
That's Father Christmas coming down the chimney.
yeah, he's got a chimney there, and he's coming down the chimney.
That's
How
so
cool is
good.
that? So you make a brick chimney with the brick. That looks like real brick.
So, very
Respect
clever, that,
to
isn't
me.
it?
That one, I've just looked at that one. Whoever that is, Tracy, you are the
Tracy.
brickmeister specialist. That looks
Yes.
like real brick. Wow. And then you know, less colouring if you don't, just spot colouring.
Yeah.
And then we've got Halloween, baby. Love that.
here we
Love
go.
that. That's what we're going to do next. If we don't get it all done, we'll get the main points done, because we've got to show you that background. Do you not want to see it?
Absolutely. Yes.
Got to see that background. And look how cool. Look at this. That, you know, the sprays. You know those sprays, the gold spray.
Yeah.
And your
There's
shimmer
the gold and
sprays.
like the silver one, isn't there? Or the white one.
Yeah, those shimmer sprays on a bit of plain card. That's how you're going to get that. Looks like rusted metal. You've seen me play around with the, you know, with the verdigris and the rust and things. And look at that. That's a quick one. That's just black card. A lot of black card in there. Not a lot of colouring. Bit of silver gilding wax on these here. Look at that. How intricate is that? That is
Absolutely.
super cool. Love that. And then again, look, a little bit spider's web stuff there. And then also green card, you know, again, how cool. So Halloween, then we've got Easter. Oh, pretty.
That is
I
cute.
love that scene coloured in like that. It's pretty. And smaller format, so it doesn't
yeah.
have to be the larger cards. So if you want to make smaller cards,
Yeah,
all
that's the
good.
thing, isn't it? Because yes, you can just slip your embossing folders down, make your smaller mats and
Just
layers.
cut them down.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They made them bigger. You can always make them smaller. You can't make them bigger. Again, great brick background that. A little bit of distressing, a little bit of paint splatter on the background. But quick, effective but quick. And then a smaller format again. And then the last option is your congratulations and celebrations.
All right, Cliff.
And a bit of cliff there again, yeah. And then again, primary colours for young ones, if you want to do that. Again, leaving the bottle out there, but that could be a great little birthday card for a youngster, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then a little bit of the glossy highlights on there. Look at this, fab.
Super cute.
Yeah.
Loads of people are shopping. I've seen more people saying that they've bought. Stacey J says, I'm going to use the draw a line technique to do a Whitley Bay beach scene through the window.
Whitley Bay, yeah, fab.
Oh my, the opportunities are endless. I've not been to Whitley Bay yet. I hear it's very nice though.
Have you not been yet?
Not
You've got
yet.
to go to the St Mary's Lighthouse. You've got
What?
to do there. Go to the lighthouse. You've got to go there. It's lovely, Ben.
How far is Whitley Bay from here? About an hour?
Oh, less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
Yeah, Maria's been, haven't you? You've loved Whitley Bay, yeah.
Whitley Bay.
Very nice.
And Craig Moss Watkins says, good morning from Flagstaff, Arizona. I love this collection because it is so versatile. That's a word we keep hearing a lot today, versatile. I cannot wait to get it and work with it. Really like the corner dies, he says, as well. I can see myself cranking them out on my Mini. And Sensational Sky says, there's something about windows. I always sell a window card at Craft Fairs. And that is another point just to touch on. I know the majority of people will know, but we'll ask just to get the definitive answer. Are you happy for people to make cards and sell?
Absolutely, please do. Definitely. Yeah, it's a full angel policy, so definitely make them, sell them. because you know these are going to last you for quite a few years to come. So yeah, do that.
Keep the comments coming in. Thank you so much, everybody. Hi to Jyoti, who's joined us. Stephanie says, stunning samples, design team, thank you. And Paul says, would the Mediterranean swag work in this window? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I think there's plenty of swags, and is it the Bougainvillea you're thinking of? I think it's that little, yeah, I think it would. I mean, give it a go, try. This is the point. When you get this back, get out all your other stamps and dies, see what will work, see what doesn't work, have a play around. But as I've said, with the collection itself, as you've seen, Sheena, you've got plenty of scope just within the collection, and then see where your imagination and your creativity takes you. And do make sure you bookmark this show as well, whether you just remember the date and come back to it on Facebook, or maybe you playlist it on our YouTube channel, because of course you can get your collection, come back, and then you can recreate all of Sheena's designs. Let's get into this spooky design next. Cindy's just asking about the papers that you're using. Generally, when you're doing your colouring, she's saying, are you using watercolour?
Yeah,
card?
that's my go-to.
Generally, isn't it?
Yeah, if I forget to mention it, just give it as read that it's going to be the watercolour card.
Yeah.
That's
all
my
right.
go-to.
Let's get spooky.
And that's exactly what we've got here. Woo! So what I'm going to do is I've just got, you know, lots of colours. What I think looks good is if you've got like greeny, kind of murky, browny colours, even a bit blue in there, showing through browny colours. So I'm going to start with lighter colours. Let's start with these colours here on the background, and they're going to be messy. I'm going to say now, they're going to be patchy and they're going to be messy, because I don't want this to look beautiful and blended and pretty. I want it to look like it's weathered and aged, and much as everyone here is when I leave after a full day of being here.
Weathered and aged.
Yeah. The day after Sheena Day. So I'm just going to pop some colour like this, and you can see how careful I'm not being.
Yeah, exactly
just
right.
For colour,
Slap
just to
it on.
show through. Yeah. Just bits of colour here and there, and it might be more at one side and less at another, and that'll be fine. That's a good start. And we might pop a little bit of this greeny colour in there as well somewhere, here and there. And
Maria loves a good window. I love this gag. I love a good window, says Maria, although they can be a pain.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, I think I would have seen through that one, wouldn't I?
And thank you, Irene and George, who's joined us, saying, good morning, Sheena and Ben. I've just treated myself to this collection and the Draw the Line collection as well. Irene, that is a marvellous haul. But if you do want more Sheena collections, check the Craft Vault show tonight. We've got some previous Sheena collections, selections of collections at brilliant prices. So do have a look, and we'll bring you more of that tonight at 5. Craig is saying, I can see using the window with the Bella Luna and Cosmic collection as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Moon behind the window, lovely.
Yeah, the howling wolf.
Oh, the wolf, yeah. It could be a window in an old cottage somewhere. It could be magical, mystical window, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see how now I've got the patches of colour, and I don't even need to use a green because I've got yellow on there, and now I'm putting a blue on there. So where it's mixing, I'm getting green anyway. So you really, you find you can eliminate certain colours. So it's pointless putting green on there because I'm getting it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my base colour so far. You know what? I'm going to put a bit of purple as well.
Okay.
Yeah, going to, because I can. Yeah, why not? It's allowed. Yeah, can do that. So pop that there, and we have, because these are all the colours, by the way, that are in the bundle. So,
oh yes,
nice.
yes, we've got this on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. So everything that's in that bundle is on here. So it just looks more interesting, even if we're going to end up with it mostly grey.
Yeah.
These colours, hopefully,
wow, look at that,
will shine through.
There's 12 in the collection, £32 if you're platinum. That's a great buy, that. That's under £3 of ink pad, which is incredible value for money.
Because you use them all at some point.
Oh, yeah.
You do. I paint with them, as you see. I make backgrounds with them all the time. I mean, look, who would have thought that those colours together
Such
would
an
make
interesting,
cool
colour combo, that, isn't it?
It's great. You wouldn't think to mix those colours together, but by layering them, by mixing colours you wouldn't have thought to put together, sometimes you come up with combinations that you think, oh, I'll do that again.
Yeah.
That's a keeper, actually, even though I didn't think that's what I was going to get. I'm quite happy with that. Now, I'm going to put some anthracite on now. I'm going to go darker.
Okay.
We're going to go murky and dark with this
Yeah,
now.
we're going spooky. We need a bit of
we're going to
murk.
the dark side now.
Yeah.
So much darker. Oh, maybe not even. I don't think the anthracite. I think it's showing up on there. It might be black. We're going black. That's
Oh,
right.
we're going even darker.
No black on that now.
Right.
Yeah. We might be here sometime if we just go with the anthracite. So, yeah, that's better. Right. So now,
There we go.
can you see we've still got those dark tones?
Yeah.
But it's not quite black. It's got colour showing through it.
Yeah.
But at first glance, it looks more black.
We've got, if you need them as well, the blending tools, both the round and the square versions, available in a bundle with the replacement heads as well. So you get the tool with the 10 heads. You're using the round one here.
I am, yeah.
Does it make any odds?
Whichever you're used to, whichever you
Okay.
prefer. I tend to do this because that's the one I kind of got used to using, Ben.
Horses for courses.
Yeah, absolutely. The rectangular one put a bigger area quicker, which might be a good thing. And when you don't want it as, you don't need it as refined, you don't need it to be as careful about the application, that might be a way to go. And it's good for, like, you know, when you do the special effect, like really kind of effects and things with it. It's good for that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put these ink pads to one side, just out the way to make myself a bit of room.
That almost looks like an eerie moon peering through a dark sky.
It does, yeah. It's got something going on in the background, but you can't quite see what it is. I'm just looking for a wipe to wipe that up, and we're going to put that through the folder.
Yeah.
Now, if the card's slightly damp, it usually embosses a little bit better as well.
That was a question someone asked earlier, which you've sort of answered now. Do you tend, I mean, you've inked this time, but is there any pros or cons of inking first, then embossing, or embossing, then inking?
Well, I've inked this first because I want we're going to use the emboss side, and I want the stuff like the mortar to look darker than the bricks.
Yeah.
And you'll see why in a sec. So that's why I needed that to be inked first this time. So I need that to be on this side. I need the pattern side up, because if you feel that's going to be the raised side, the bricks are going to be raised.
Yeah.
And that's the side I need for this to work, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I'll pop that in there.
Pat, just to tell you, it was the water reactives that Sheena's been using, which we've got on the show.
Oh, I think I need to trim this down a little bit. Just going to be too big for to go through the small mat there. Just bear with. Just a little bit wide for the those mats.
Perfect. Jeffrey says, happy and joyous Thursday to Ben and Sheena and the great and spectacular crew. Sheena says, Jacoboo, you are a genius. She is. I'm coming in late, but I have gone back and watched all of the samples. Bravo, Sheena. Bravo. Yes, and Pat, thank you for your question, which we've just answered. Keep them coming, everyone. Let me know if you have shopped in the last 20 minutes or so, what you've gone for, full collection, or whether you've picked and chosen. And any more questions for Sheena, fire them in. Right, how are we looking?
Right, so now we've got this background looking like this,
Ooh.
but we can transform it. We can make it look more like plaster and aged and things by the wonders of gouache. So I'm going to pop some gouache on there. Now we're going to use this in a dry brush effect. So flat brush, no water in it. Don't dilute the gouache.
What is this again? Because I know we'll get a
Gouache
question.
is an opaque watercolour.
Right.
And by nature, it's thick like that. You know, you've seen us use watercolour now with the pans, and it's always transparent and super, super water. It's like painting with water, isn't it? Well, gouache isn't. Gouache you can use thick like this, like an acrylic paint. And what I'm doing is I'm actually drying it out a little bit more by working it into the brush, and the air's getting to it now, and it's already thickening up and drying, because that's what we want. Because what we're going to do is we're going to dry brush. I love that sound effect of me. It's great, it's like pantomime. Whoa! So what you do, see? And now you're getting the light and dark and shade of the plaster and texture. So it looks like some of those colours should maybe start coming out that you've put into that.
That's
and
really
it'll
cool.
look like stone. Can you see the texture in
Yeah,
there?
it's a really
because
cool
if you use
technique.
the watercolour card as well, Ben,
Yeah.
it's got texture to it, and it kind of looks pitted like stone wood. And if you make some bits lighter than others, vary it a little bit, make that bit a little bit lighter, so a little bit more in areas and less in others. And you've got a really cool, and then in between looks darker, you see, the in between, the mortar in between is still stays on the darker side. But it's the secret to this is take your time and, oh, see there, that's not what you want. That is not what you want to happen, because that there has gone in between, because I didn't take the time. I should have slowed it down a little bit and had less paint on my brush, but I'm trying to speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you really want, spread the paint out more and go slower. So you're just putting less on there as you're working it. It'll still look good when you put it together. It's not going to, you know, you're not going to ruin it. It's just going to be, you'll know it's there. Other people probably wouldn't even know.
Shut all the doors, the windows. That technique with the gouache, says Gaz, is noted. Consider that stolen, says Gaz.
You're welcome,
Steal
Gaz. You
away.
can have it, mate. You're welcome to it.
You're going to have it, mate.
It's a good one, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is.
And so if you wanted a little bit more colour to it, you can add a little bit, even if you put a little bit of, you think you needed a little bit brighter in places, you can even colour your gouache a little bit by popping a little bit of this yellowy colour from your pens. And if you go over like that, see we've got a little bit more of a yellow tone there. If your colour isn't coming out as much as you want, if you've lost a little bit of the highlight or colour in there and you want to add a little bit more,
Yeah.
you always colour and tint your gouache. Is that coming over on
Yeah,
camera there, that
definitely.
bit there?
I see it.
And you can do the same with your, you know, with your greens. Actually, I've got some green down here.
Oh, that's really cool. So just mixing it in again with the gouache. We're so fortunate, says Rosalind, that Sheena is a crafting artist. We have learned so many quick techniques. Very lucky to have her once a week, sometimes twice a week, you know.
Yeah, that's right. And I like the double visits because it's you can kind of it's nice because it's less travelling for me for sure.
Yeah, exactly right.
Sure. It's a 4-hour drive, isn't it? But it's nice because you kind of get in the swing of it, don't you, Ben?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right, so let me show you. We'll trim that down and then we'll
Yep.
do a little bit more inking on it, okay? But that's basically the technique for that background, because what you want to do there is go around, you know, because the folder will have an edge to it. So this is not very interesting, Ben. I can do this if you've got anything else you need to do.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do.
And I'll dry
We'll
it.
pause. We'll have a little break. We'll give people to check out time because it is still, again, very, very busy indeed. And we've got the likes of Tracy who are saying they've got to order this set. So let's pause. Marsha, thank you. You said I've just purchased the whole collection. If you like Marsha or Tracy and you're thinking about grabbing, let's give you 4 minutes now to get checked out. You will not miss a thing. And then when we come back, we'll finish off this project with Sheena. So get to the checkout. So we'll meet you back here in 4 minutes.
Day-to-day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee, and flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, and it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great, and if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yoghurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this, nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
Thanks for checking out, everybody. More time, of course, at the end of the show. We've got about 20 minutes left. Sarah Thompson says, I love that technique. I picked up some of the gouache at the local craft store the other day, so I'm going to try this. Sheena, you are an inspiration. Nancy Walter says, wow, that gouache technique is amazing. Lynn Morton joins us, saying good afternoon, Sheena, Ben and team from Newcastle. And hello to Karen Hughes. She says, good afternoon, Ben, Sheena and team. These are amazing. Yesterday, we had a walk along South Shields. I haven't been along the seafront there for some years, but we'll go back soon as it's an amazing area. Ben, if you get time, I recommend an afternoon there. Funny you should say that. 3 weeks on Sunday I'll be there because I'm doing the Great North Run, and that, I believe, is where the run ends in South Shields. Oh yes! Could pop in and see Tori, couldn't I? Who used to be here a little while back. I've got a feeling it might be very busy there in South Shields with about 60,000 people there in one go. So we'll see. And Karen says, I have gouache, but I've never used it. But now I think I will have a play with it this afternoon. Always good when we can inspire you and give you ideas and help you to use all of these crafty products. So final sort of 20 minutes or so, we're just going to finish off this project with Sheena. So we've done the brick wall.
Yes. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting the window. We're going to do the window frame. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm going to pour a little bit of this gold out like that. Right, it's more there than I intended.
Yikes.
And I'm going to take an old brush. So this brush has been not loved as much as it should have been, bless it. And I've put those same colours down on this background, that we just did for the background of the thing there?
Yeah.
And I'm pouncing now that this is the one from Bella Luna. Yeah, the Sheena one, the gold.
Yeah.
But wait, you see the colours that have come out this. So what I wanted is to look similar background colours, but I want it to look a bit metallic-y. And I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to cut this out. So you might not get the whole card coloured in, stuck together, but I'm doing the most interesting bits for you, I think.
Yeah.
I think anyway. So this looks a really cool background. That would have been good for the stone as well.
So this spray you said came, this was with Bella Luna because there were 2 sprays, weren't they, together?
Shimmer sprays, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So if you don't have those, I don't know if that's still available, but if they're not, if they are and they're on the deal, just get them because they're both fantastic, the pearl and the gold. But if they're not, then you could use your other shimmer sprays. And I use the shimmer sprays not as a spray most of the time. I do exactly what I've just done, put them on with a sponge or an old brush, like you've just seen me do.
Yeah.
So now, let me show you this background. This is stunning. Wow. You know, there's colours in that spray that I didn't even know were in there. I've got pinks and purples and all kinds going on here. Wait, let's see this. Look at.
Oh, my
Stop
word.
it.
Get out of town. That is incredible. Wiggle that around. Oh, my word.
Oh,
I
get
love
me that way there.
that.
That way there.
That's such a cool effect.
Oh, now stop it.
Yes.
Now, come
you
on.
stop it.
Oh, what? So we'll cut the frame out of that. So let's get that window frame lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I just think it would look really, really cool like that.
We think producer Nick's just had a look. The sprays we can't find individually. They are in a Bella Luna selection. So if you type that in on the website, you should be able to find it. That is also, I believe, coming up later on. Yes, it is. It's on Craft Vault, the collection of the Sheena Bella Luna selection is coming up later on tonight with the sprays in. So you can grab that later or indeed have a look, shop the show now, and you will see it there.
Perfect. Those sprays are brilliant because you know the pearl and the gold are going to show colours underneath anything that you're using. So they're my go-to. They're not going to put their colour onto it. They're going to show what you've put underneath with bling on top. All right, let's see what we've got there. Let's see if we can cut that out. See what it looks like on the background, and then we'll pull out maybe the ghosts, I think, through the frame. If we don't get the little legs to do, maybe we could do that later if we've got time in the next show.
I'm guessing, give us a yay or nay in the comments, but I'm guessing in Craft Vault later you guys are happy for us to do more with the through the window, right? I've got a yay from the gallery. Let us know in the comments if you want to see more. I certainly do. Another yay from the gallery.
Fab. Oh, it's a shame to cut those little those little squares away. They look so cool, but look how cool that frame looks now.
Yeah.
That's not nice. So that's going to sit on there. So it looks, you can just sit it looks like old metal.
I was going to say, it looks spooky, but I kind of think that would work on like a Christmas project as well. Do you know what I mean?
Would.
It's spooky and magical.
And all you need to do is just change that base colour. If you want it to look like rust, then put reds and browns and colours on the base, a bit of black ink, red, brown, black ink, and then the spray on top, and it'll look like a rusty frame. Yeah. And if you want it to look verdigris, you're going to put the same colours, but then put a little bit of teal in it, and it'll look like it's gone verdigris kind of colour. So what I'm doing now is just to make it look a little bit oxidised. You can do that dry brush thing again and just put it in bits, but put it on after you've cut the frame out, and it'll bring the little bit of the moulding out of the frame. Can you see it'll highlight the moulding on the bottom?
Yes.
Where you've got the embossing detail. So there's still a little bit of glint on there, but parts of it will be lighter, and that hopefully will make it stand out a little bit more against the background. So it's your call how much or how little you put on, and that's the fun of it. And again, that's what makes it look aged. It's how much you put on.
More, please, says Jeffrey. More from Pat. I'd like to see more. And Gaz says, look at Ben asking silly questions. Of course we want more. No such thing as a silly question. There might be something in the Craft Vault show that you want to see over this. I'm just facilitating. I'm facilitating, guys. Come on.
Well, you know what? The phrase up north is shy Ben's getting out.
Aye.
So if you want, you got to speak up and let us know what you want. And if you do, then we can do it.
We do what you want us to do.
Oh, no, look, that shows up much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
But what we need to do is we need to stamp the ghosts on a piece of watercolour card. And we have watercolour card here. That's the bit I've been colouring in, and let's get a clean bit. Watercolour card here. And the ghost stamp will be here. Now we're going to try and make this easy as well. I'm not going to paint around all these ghosts, and I don't even think I'm going to paint. I think we're just going to ink, then full bleach, Ben.
Okay.
Right, I think that'll be quicker.
That's the spirit.
Let's just stamp those little guys out. Let's stamp them using, I think we might use black. We're going to use black this time because I think we need that good contrast for the background. I did enjoy drawing these little people, I've got to say. They're more interesting than bricks.
They remind me a little bit. You know when we did the quirky houses?
Yes, and I drew the ghost coming out of that.
Yes, and they're similar
Yeah.
to the ghost that you drew there.
Yeah.
That sort of.
That's exactly, that's my little go-to
Yeah,
ghost.
your go-to
They're like
ghost.
fun ghosts, the sheets, you know, the ones that, the kind of stereotypical ghosts, you know, where you put the sheet over them and go, ooh, isn't it, that one. Right, so now I'm going to look at colours. Let's see if we've got colours in these ink sets, the stamp set. We can use the purple, and we can use that green, and we maybe use that in the middle. Good, I'm happy. Yay. Oh, although I haven't got to clean one of these things. Right, look at the picture, or look at Ben or the picture while I go and find you one of these.
Yeah, okay. I'll say hi to Beverly Anna, bit of selfless promotion here. She says, hi Ben, wishing you all the very best for the Great North Run, thank you. Are you running for a charity? Yes, I'm running for the Alzheimer's Society. I think I've mentioned before, my mother-in-law has Alzheimer's, so last few runs I've done, I've raised money for that charity. Can folks make a donation? That would be marvellous. I will put the link up on my Facebook page after the show, so if you do want to, that would be great. Thank you very much indeed. Right, Sheena has got...
Yes, I've got it now.
Blending tool ready.
So what I'm doing, Ben, I'm going to start lighter in the middle, and I'm just going to ink over these little guys, and I'm going to go with the Spring Meadow in the middle of this. So we're going luminous green in the middle. It doesn't matter if it's a bit more murky, because it's going to look light anyway. So circle of this in the middle. Then I'm going to go with the green, well, yeah, greenish, might be a bit darker than... Yeah, greenish black around the outside of that. And then we're going to go to purple after that. And then we can just keep re-inking as we go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put more of that green on there, by the way. I just want more of that showing through. I like that purple as well.
Marsh is up for more demos later on as well, so we will be going down that line. We've got 2 more windows to do, essentially, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, we can definitely. And, yeah, for sure.
So we've still got the Easter one, haven't we? And then
We've got Easter and
celebratory
celebration,
window.
yeah. So we're nearly, see how it's now, we're getting it starting to blend. So we want quite a bit of ink on there. So I'm going to go back with that green now into the purpley bit. And it's going to look dark, but we want it to look nighttime, but just with that hint of colour going from one to the other. So now that green's going to go into the purple. And then we want to go back in with that light green in the middle and expand that out a little bit more. And that should possibly work there. Maybe a bit darker around the outside with the purple.
The ghosties are my new best friends, says Gaz.
Yeah, the ghosts are cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to full bleach those little guys out.
Okay.
So instead of like painting around them and painting, it'll just take longer. So we'll take a brush and we'll take a piece of clean kitchen paper
Yeah.
and water. And we could have gone even darker. We might even go darker, but we'll do this to start with. And so the technique here to get this to work the best you can is as much water as you can control not a lot of scrubbing of the paper, and then lift it. And that's how you get it to lift really well. So lots of water, not a lot of scrubbing of the surface, just a little bit of agitation of the ink on the surface of the card.
Yeah.
And you'll pick that ink, and as soon as you see it start to move, then you just blot it, and there you go. And you've got all that colour lifted up. But how much quicker was that than painting around them?
Yeah, it's more dramatic than I would have imagined it have been as well,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. It's a lot cleaner than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Because we can always add a little bit of white as well with the gouache or the pen, your white gel pen, if you want to add some more highlight to it. But it just, to me, it just makes sense. It's just an easier way than trying to paint around all those little guys and get a smooth background. It's just an easier way to get the effect. You know, it's like, which way can I do this? There's more than one way to do it, but which is the easiest way to do it?
Yeah. It's turning out to be a corker of a project anyway.
Thank you.
I'm very much in a Halloween mode at the moment. I do enjoy Halloween.
I do as well.
Yeah.
I just like the colours of this time of the year. I love the autumn leaf. Well, not quite yet. I still would like a little bit more. Oh, some summer, thank you. Some summer.
Yeah, Halloween's definitely in the shops now. Someone messaged yesterday, or I saw a comment from someone yesterday saying that there's quite a few shops already stocking like Christmas decorations and
Oh, what?
yeah, treats and advent calendars and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Jan just saying this is so amazing. It is amazing. It's super cool is what it is. It's almost quite they're sort of comic book-esque almost.
Yes.
The design on this.
Yeah, that's what I wanted them. I didn't want them to look like nightmare. I wanted them to look fun.
Nightmare.
You know, 'cause,
Yeah.
you'll not sleep. You'll send this person a card, but they might not sleep for the next month. Yeah. I do like a spooky book and a spooky film though, Ben.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
So this has taken a little bit of a while, but we're nearly done with the cutting out this. I think this is the best technique-y bit. The other bit's basically colouring in, yeah? Just colouring those elements in, which if we've got time, we'll do that. And as I said, if Nicola's okay with that, we could finish colouring them in later
Yes.
and put the card together, couldn't we?
Absolutely. I love that. Let's leave, you know, like they do at the end of like EastEnders and stuff.
Yeah,
Let's leave them on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And then, you know, people will have to come back later to see the finished card.
Absolutely.
We might even do the duffers at the end of the show as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be Bianca and it'll be Ricky. It's that long since I've watched it, you know. And I didn't watch it regularly this time, hasn't it? I've been like a Coronation Street I watched for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Laura used to watch EastEnders religiously. I mean, whatever days is it on? Is it Monday, Wednesday, Friday? And then obviously like the Christmas special. And I just used to say, like, it's just such a depressing show to watch.
Oh, the Christmas ones.
And the
always
Christmas, like, it's
miserable,
Christmas
weren't
Day.
they?
Something always depressing happens, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. They were like, that was the thing, wasn't it?
Someone would
Misery at
die, or
Christmas.
something would get blown up,
Yeah.
or, you know, a couple would split up. So, oh yes, Nicola's just saying she only ever watched the live episode. I did tune in for that one as well. When I think Coronation Street have done something similar as well, when they've done like
Yes,
live.
they did, didn't they? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they're always worth watching just for the bloopers. I love this technique, says Irene. Sheena, you are so awesome. Margaret Burke says, hi, Sheena and Ben from Tewkesbury. I'll see you next week, Sheena. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yes, I've got to say. Oh, yeah, if you're
Yeah.
over in the Evesham area, the 24th,
Yep.
I am going to be there.
Nice.
And it's a demo day, all day. Actually, Maria and I will be there. I don't know if we'll be taking Willow. She might make a
Of course
show there. But,
she will. Do you need to book tickets for that?
sorry?
Do you need to book tickets for
No,
that?
you don't. And there's
Pop
goodie
along.
bags as well if you want a goodie bag up front. There's
Nice.
some still available.
Good.
And yes, with another launch. So, yeah.
What do you do on those days then? Do you tend just to have like, you'll do like an hour and then have a break and an hour and a break, or?
Yeah, it's usually, you know me, yeah, a bit longer than an hour.
3
but
hours,
yeah,
have a break.
3 hours, and yeah, it's usually Yeah, just
Like I can just imagine like the Ken Dodd of craft. Like you go on, there's like I'll do
Oh,
an hour,
yeah.
and then 4 hours later you're still
Yeah.
going on.
week later, I'm still there.
The
They're like, yeah.
shepherd's crook comes on stage to sort of drag you off.
Yeah.
You're finished, Sheena, you're finished.
Exactly, Sheena. It's been a year now. Yeah,
Get her
really,
off.
let it go. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's good. They're good fun because you have a good laugh, you know. And
Yeah.
there's one thing I can talk and
Can you?
craft. Well, you might have noticed.
No, I've not
Ben.
noticed that.
Yeah, you might have noticed.
It's nice to meet the lovely viewers, though,
Oh, I
isn't it?
love it. It's brilliant. That's one of the best bits. I love that. You should come one time, you know. It would be such a laugh if we
Honestly,
did that.
I keep
Take
saying
it on the road.
I want to come to one for definite.
Oh, Ben, that would be
For
brilliant.
definite.
Yeah. Would be such a lark.
Yeah.
Right. So let me show you what we need to do now. We need to get this frame here, not the middle bits. And we need to get the outside bits. Bit. And that needs to go over there. Frame the bit we want. Now, I've used different colours to Debbie, but that was deliberate because I thought it would show you a little bit different. And what we can do is we can darken around that again still if we want, once it's cut easily, to give it more impact. We'll put that through the machine,
Yep.
cut that out, and then see how much we can get done before the break.
So we will finish all of this off later. Craft Vault live at 5. So you've got to come back for more inspiration. Also in that show, we have got some amazing deals, not just Sheena related, but actually sort of general Crafters Companion related products as well. Loads of goodies actually. So do come back. Have a look at the Shop the Show as well for later on too. You can pick up some deals before we get to it, but we certainly will be concentrating on this simply for the fact that I know there will be people arriving late who will want to grab it. And also, when I hear about the amount of people who have bought this collection in this show, we want to give you more bang for your buck and give you more Sheena inspiration. So I think that's the plan, Sheena.
Absolutely brilliant. So what I've done, Ben, is I've just darkened that round there, and this is as far as we've got, but it will be continued with that drum thing, and that'll go on there like that. Thus, we'll put it to the side slightly because the legs have got to come down there. This is going to be 3D'd over there, and you can see we're on our way to a spooktacular card. Woo.
We will finish later. Pat says, Sheena, do you ever think you would come to the States? I can almost guarantee full houses, please.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I used to live in the States, and
Yeah.
I've got family in Huntington Beach and Irvine, and actually Laguna Beach, friends in Laguna Beach. So, and we've been talking about going over there, and if we go over, we're going to be over there for a few weeks. And it would be nice to be this year. Wouldn't it be good if we had a workshop at the same time? So you never know, it might happen. That would be great if there was enough people to do that, wouldn't it?
Never say never. Colleen says, this was so much fun. I learned so many new techniques. Thank you to Sheena. And I adore how this is turning out, says Carol. Well, you will have to come back later on this afternoon. That was midday Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Pacific to see the continuation of that project and more, because I think we'll certainly do another one to get one of the other window scenes done. But that Craft Vault show, as you said, has loads of others in there. Sheena Collections is the snowflakes in there, but we've also got other selections like the Mediterranean Dreams, Bella Luna, Mother Earth, and loads of other crafty bits and pieces which you know, sort of stash builders, if you like, within that show. So do have a look, and we will come back to that later. Sheena, thank you so much, and we'll see you in 3 hours' time.
Absolutely, be there.
I will see you then as well. As I say, don't forget to check the website, check all of the goodies out that you've got from this show. If you've got a basket right now, because they're not yours until you do. And if you are on the website, don't forget to have a quick little peek at our Christmas sale. Also, still got the deals on our Softcraft up to 70% off. And I still think running is the 10 for 10 when it comes to your stamp. So do have a look. Thank you for chatting along with us. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you back here for Craft Vault in just a little while. Bye for now.